Hi everybody, my name is Glo and welcome to my channel, Healings by GloHealing.com, and I am so happy to be doing these. I've always wanted to do pick a card reading. I've always just been very shy to do that, but I'm throwing myself out there, or putting myself out there, and hopefully you will like what I do. So I am a intuitive empath, medium and psychic, I guess you could say. I'm a Reiki master and I've been doing this for quite a while now. So today when I tuned into my guides, I was asking for clarity on what I should ask, and it just came to me to ask, since August is almost ending, I thought what a great way to start September. So my question today is, what will be coming to me in September, or what will be happening in September? So I have here the 3 piles that I've already pre-chosen. So this is card pile number 1, card pile number 2, and card pile number 3. And if you have trouble picking any of these, I've also included some of these cute little sponges. They're called scrub mommies, and I love them because one side is coarse and the other side is very, very soft. And be it that the tarot cards that I'm using are the Housewives Tarot, I thought it would be fitting to scrub all this negativity that we've been encountering away. So why not use the scrub mommy? So I have purple scrub mommy as pile number 1, blue scrub mommy is pile number 2, and the pink or red, depending on how it shows on your camera, is pile number 3. So when you are picking a pick a card, I like to just sit up straight, put my feet firmly on the ground, close my eyes, and slowly take 2 to 3 breaths in through your nose and out through your mouth. And then once you feel nice and relaxed, open your eyes, and whatever color you are drawn to the most, pick that card. So I hope you enjoy this, and I cannot wait to begin. So let's start. Okay, so for those of you who chose card pile number 1 or the purple scrub mommy, let's see what it says. I'm going to put these aside for now, and I'm going to start with the tarot, and I will put the description of each of the card piles that I used in the description box. So the first one here is the 6 of Cups, and the second one is the 9 of Swords, and we have the third one here is the 6 of Swords. So right away, the 6 of Cups talks about nostalgia, about going back into the past and coming to terms with things that you have not in the past come to terms with, like that person that left you, that person, that your friend that did you wrong, a situation that was not, that has been bugging you and has been kind of like sipping away at you little by little. It means that you're coming to terms with it now, and you're going to actually resolve it now. It could be a person actually even coming back to you and apologizing for something that had happened, or maybe you and a friend had a falling out or whatnot, or you and a family member, and now you are coming back together and you're putting the past behind you and you're moving forward. So cleaning out the skeletons in your closet, so to speak. So that's a good thing. You'll be able to move on and move forward with that. You won't have to worry about that anymore. And next to that, we have the 9 of Swords, and that talks about, I don't want to say self-harm because that's really, really negative, but talking about just having like all of these bad thoughts. And that's fitting because of everything that's been going on with COVID and all of the fires. I'm out in California. And the hurricanes too. It just seems like it's been one thing after another. So that talks about in September, you know, kind of having those, you know, like the grief, the anxiety, the worry, a period of mental anguish, you know, or, you know, you're having trouble sleeping because of whatever is happening over here is keeping you up and just kind of making you worry. So just know that that is going to come to pass. The Six of Swords is a really, really positive card. I love the Six of Swords. It talks about pretty much saying goodbye to all of that negativity, everything that's been going on. So it looks like something that was really negative for you is coming to an end. And you're going to be saying goodbye to it and moving on, which isn't that what everybody wants to do with something, a journey or an escape to mental clarity, a better positive future, an outlook, and a better positive outlook on your future. So it looks like September is going to be a really, really good month for you, pile number one or group one. So let me move these up here a little bit. And then we're going to talk about the 10 of Winter is another card that came up, and it says the resolution of difficulties, a weight lifted off of your shoulders, the end of an addiction or codependency. Oh my goodness. Okay. So this is very, very fitting for this pile. We're talking about moving on, cutting ties from the negativity. So there is something that has been going on with you that has been not so necessarily good for you. And you're going to meet that head on, and you're going to deal with it, and then you're going to move on and say goodbye, and it'll be smooth sailing from then on. So I'm really curious. Please let me know in the comments section how this resonated with you, or if this resonated with you at all. So I chose this next card is Follow the White Rabbit, Curiosity Meets Opportunity. So again, you're curious about what's, maybe you have an ex that you've been curious about that really broke your heart, and maybe in, I don't know, I hope you wouldn't go back to a destructive relationship, but maybe in going back and trying to find out what happened, what went wrong or whatnot, there will be an opportunity for a new love to come in. It sounds like there's something coming in for you. That's the feeling that I'm getting. That's the sense that I'm getting. A new opportunity, a new relationship, something much softer, since she's holding the rabbit. And the clock in the background, again, it's just something that needed time. And I keep hearing like healing, time healing. So there's something, and I can't shake the feeling that it's like a relationship. So after that, we have here, God will lead the way. They were convinced by the power of miraculous signs and wonders by the power of God's Spirit. Amen. Okay. So again, you see this angel has clarity. She has the sun shining on her, and that is, for me, God's light or Spirit's light, however you connect with Spirit, or Divine's light. And she's getting that sense of clarity, and she's trusting that, she's having faith that God, universe, Spirit, whatever you want to call it, is going to lead the way and is going to give you the signs. Feathers are your angels and your guides. So that, you know, there's angels and guides that we all have. We all have them from the moment that we come down to this earth and live this life. We have our guides, we have Spirit, we have God, whatever you want to call it, guiding us. So if you just trust the process and trust that, yeah, sometimes things seem a little bit yucky, but that's for the greater good. We have to learn this lesson. We have to learn this lesson here so that we can move forward and become a better person, move on, become much more much more independent is what I'm getting. So that's a beautiful, beautiful card. And there are signs everywhere. So you have probably been getting signs. Maybe you weren't paying attention to them before, but you certainly should now. And again, this next card talks about owl. as your spirit and follow your intuition. It means like trust your instincts, trust what is guiding you, whatever you feel that if this situation, you know, you've tried and tried again, let's say a relationship or whatnot, and that person has let you down and shown you who they truly are, not by what they're saying, by their actions, then you know that this is just not a good thing for you and to just move on and move forward. Or maybe you've been at home because you're not, you know, an essential worker, and you don't really know if you have a job to go back to or whatnot. Well, then maybe this is an opportunity to look at something else and look into another career, or create another opportunity for you to have another career and just look into something different. So just trust that you will be led by God and your guides, and they will help you find what it is you truly are supposed to do. And it's going to be okay. So, this is a beautiful card. So this is between worlds, and what this talks about. So you see this drab, really dark side, and then you have the really happy side. So right now, everything may not be looking so happy for you. You may be having like a lot of anxiety, or maybe there's something that you really don't know what to do about a situation, a place, a person, like, you know, that's okay. You're supposed to take this time to feel like this, if you're getting over a breakup, to kind of like mourn that breakup. But just know that once this period is over, there's always like a transitional period. When I was learning to read and when I was learning to tune into spirit, there were days where I felt so exhausted or absent-minded almost, and that wasn't normal for me. And I realized, and I was told by my shaman too, that when you're transitioning to opening up to spirit, you know, your third eye, whatever you want to call it, you do have these moments where you're fatigued, or you're absent-minded, or you're forgetful, or whatever you want to call it. Same thing with everything else. When you're learning a life lesson, when you're learning about, you know, why did this person leave me, or why did this relationship not work out? We've been together for so long, blah, blah, blah. Just again, trust that you have to go through this pain so that you know exactly who you are and what you want out of a relationship, or what you are not willing to put up with out of, you know, in a relationship. And then once you gather all of that information and you figure out who you are, oh my goodness, the queen or the king that you are. And what a wonderful, wonderful place to be, because you could, you know, you see like clear skies, you're statuesque, you're stoic, you're regal, and you know where you're going, and you know what your place is, and you know who you are. And once you let all of that in, oh my goodness, what doors will open up for you. You have people coming into your life that you thought, you know, you would never be around. You know, things will change for the better. So that's what that card is saying. And it's just reaffirming everything here that is going on in your reading, group 1. What a beautiful reading. And I also picked your spirit animal. And your spirit animal for next month is going to be cat spirit. Claim your independence. Okay. So you've been clinging on to something that does not serve you anymore. That just made it clear and brought it head on. So claim that independence of yours. You're this regal being, and it tells you time and time again, even the 6 of Swords is saying goodbye. And you know, you want to take your place in this life as the person you were meant to be. So claim your independence. Say goodbye to that ratchet person that you've been clinging on to, who no longer serves you. Because you have a higher purpose, you have a better purpose, you are meant for much more than what you are letting yourself obtain. So why not learn from this? And as much as it hurts, whatever the situation may be, it will be for the better. And on the final note, I picked up these cute little chakra cards are called Chakra Love. And the message that is picked out for you, it says creation. The flames of destruction will ignite a rebirth. Huh? How fitting is that? So the flames of destruction will ignite a rebirth. So it's talking about all of that nostalgia that you've been, you know, like hoping for. You've been hoping like, oh my gosh, I hope we get back together. Or, oh my gosh, I hope that job is waiting for me. Or, oh my gosh, I hope I have enough money to, I don't know, pay my bills. So just know that that struggle, that pain that you're feeling is not for nothing. It's going to be for, at the end, the greater good of you. And what better way to come out of something so negative than into something so beautiful and so positive. Many, many blessings to you. I'm super excited for your month of September, pile number 1. Please let me know if this resonated with you, if any of this resonated with you at all. And I'm so excited to hear back, and I hope you liked my reading. Thank you. Okay, hi. And for those of you that picked card pile number 2 or the blue scrub mommy, this is your reading. So we have here, let me put this on the side. We're going to start with the tarot decks. I thought these were so cute, the Housewives Tarot. Let's see here. Put this up here. So we have the Empress, the Knight of Swords, and the Devil. Let me see what I'm connecting to Spirit and see what I can see from this. Okay, so the Empress talks about motherly, everything nurturing. She's holding the Recipe for Success booklet. So she's got a clear idea of what it is. She's a really hard worker. She gets things done. She's a really good business person. And she's got it all. She's got the head. She's got the nurturing. So she's reckoned, how do you say it? She's to be reckoned with, or what? So excuse my words. Okay. So she's a force to be reckoned with. See? Okay. So she's got it together. She knows what she wants out of life, and she's really, really got her head on straight. But then here we have the Knight of Swords, which talks about just, you know, that bad boy, the rebellion. And I don't know why you, so this card is everything like just, knowing what you want and being very dominant, but not in a positive way necessarily. So, this person only thinks of themselves and is very cocky almost. And I don't know why I keep getting this, pile number 2. So this is for the month of September. I just keep getting like a relationship. Maybe you're in a relationship with somebody or thinking about starting a new relationship with someone. I just feel like, or maybe even a job, I just feel like you would not fit in or you would not fit well together just because this person would seem very dominating, very controlling. I try to have all of my readings be positive, but sometimes they're just not. So I want to bring you exactly what Spirit is telling me, and that's what it's saying. And then the Devil here, again, it is actually reaffirming to me, this card here is the Devil talks about all of these vices, but vices that are seductive, because notice she's got, you know, the devil horns on this really rich looking chocolate cake, and the legs are really sexy. So it's vices are everything that you're attracted to, but everything that you're not supposed to be attracted to. So things that are not good for you. So too much of something, too much of anything is always not good for you. So just watch out there. You're going places. This just strikes me as you being, just very knowing what you want, knowing, having a good head on your shoulders, just taking that right path. But for some reason, there's a bump on the road. There's somebody coming in that's trying to get in that is going to be your downfall, because they're not good for you. So I hope that you see those warnings and you take that for what it is. And you either break up with this person if you're with them, or don't pay them any mind. They're just for fun. They're just to be looked at because they're nice looking or whatnot, and then just move on. Because like I said, too much of anything is not good for you. So your next card is the Eight of Spring, and it says, stress that comes from having many things happening at once, successful multitasking, sudden events or changes. So that talks about you having multiple things. All right. And if you picked pile number 2 or the blue scrub mommy, this card reading is for you. Okay. So let me move this to the side here and let's see what's going on. So I thought these were super cute. The Housewives Tarot. We have the Empress, the Knight of Swords, and we have the Devil. Okay. So this is a bit, okay. So the Empress talks about a mother, a nurturer, somebody who's got their act together, somebody who's really successful or in whatever it is that they put their mind to or they set their mind to. This is a person that's made for business, but that also gets stuff done at home, like is a mother, is a nurturer, is somebody that a person that people go to for advice because they've got it all in the bag. They know what they know what they want, they know what they're doing, so on and so forth. So this next card is the Knight of Swords, and that's like a bad boy. He's on his motorcycle, a greaser is what they used to call him. And he's just so cocky and so full of himself, right? So he's got no room for anybody but him, and he's only thinking of himself. So for me, that tells me that either this person you are already seeing or thinking of seeing, or this person is going to come into your life. Don't fall for it. He's just something to look at. He's eye candy and nothing more. Or a situation that maybe you're in. Get yourselves out of there, because this person is no bueno. He's not good. It's something that is going to be fleeting, and you will always be left disappointed. So you're a lot smarter than that, pile number 2. So please don't fall for it. Just take it for what it is, and move on. And this card, the Devil, is actually confirming the middle card there. It talks about anything that is a vice for you. Too much of anything is not good. You have the very decadent and rich cake there with the little devil horn sticking out, very seductive legs. Ooh la la. And then you have all of these things that, you know, that are really, really bad for you if you constantly are taking them in. So it talks about you being very careful about doing that, and just take everything in small doses. The Devil also reminds me of anger, violence, temptation, fear, doubt. Those are the lessons that you're going to be learning with this situation over here, whatever this may be. But you're going to come out okay. I mean, you're a strong-willed person. You know what you want. And in the end, I always believe good conquers bad. So if you are stuck in a situation where you know deep down, and you know when something or somebody is not good for you, or you've kind of reached your limit, it's time to move on, because you're better than that. So we have here, let me show you the card first, and we have the Eight of Spring, and it talks about stress that comes from having many things happening at once, successful multitasking, sudden events or changes. So again, that just kind of reaffirms what I'm talking about. I have the sensation that either you're dating somebody or you're, I don't know, I just really think, and it's a very masculine energy. So I really think that you're in a situation where you're with somebody that really isn't the best for you. And you already know that, but because, you know, we are all very strong-willed and we have our own minds and we want what we want. Sometimes we don't necessarily see that and we are just thinking like, oh, we need to indulge in that just for a little bit longer. But hopefully you snap out of that sooner rather than later, because this is something that is causing you stress. And it's a lot of, I keep getting like, there's just a lot. I mean, even on here, you have like a lot of vices on here. It's too much for you. So you need to just walk away. And again, reaffirming, follow your own good advice, trust yourself. You know what is best for you. So again, that goes with the Empress card. This lady knows her stuff and she knows what she needs to do. And she's got it. She's got it down. Like, she doesn't even need to look at at a recipe. She's written her own recipes for success and she's about to bake that cake. So you know what's good for you and what's not good for you. So you don't need to have me or anybody reaffirm that for you. But this is kind of telling you, this is spirit talking and telling you, follow your own good advice. If you know what's best for you and you know when it's time to walk away. So maybe take a moment. She's sipping some tea here. So maybe take a step back. Maybe this is your card pile telling you to take that step back and just kind of see things for what they truly are. And then you will know what best action to take for yourself. Because at the end of the day, the only person that will truly make you happy is yourself. And if you love yourself, then, well, the door is open for you for all kinds of good stuff to come on in. So we have here, acknowledge God's truth, and you will know the truth, and the truth will set you free. So again, you have an angel kind of praying over. To me, that angel's praying over you. And you know what your truth is, and you know what's going to be best for you. And you're the only one that can remove yourself from a negative situation. I hope you guys aren't in a negative situation, but I'm just here to let you know what the cards are saying. So again, this card is talking about resilience, rise above tribulations. Oh my goodness. Okay, this card deck. Every time I pick cards, they always resonate with each other. As you can see, I picked a bunch of cards from different piles. And they were randomly chosen. I shuffled them all. These were all falling out. So you can see, that they're all kind of saying the same thing. So rise above those tribulations, the confusion, stop running from what you know that you're supposed to do. She looks like she's running away from this nightmare almost. And all she has to do is stop looking back, and she can get away from that. So if you're in a situation to where you keep going back to that same situation and there's really no change from that, then what are you doing to yourself? Like, why do you keep doing that? So you have to stop and take a look at what's going on and what's best for you. And we have here by the book, where you have the 3 elephants. Elephants are always a sign of good luck. I love them. So these, you have them following in a straight line, the straight and narrow. So you're supposed to be following this path, and do things by the book. Let me get some clarity on here and see what this talks about. So hold on one sec. Okay, so I pulled the book, and this is card number 11 by the book. So the essential meaning is abiding by social rules, conformity, respecting cultural or family customs and universal laws. What that tells me is sometimes we need to follow rules even if they don't seem to make sense. And sometimes by letting go of the resistance that you have to follow things that are in order, like in here you have from big to small, or in a line, however you want to look at it. And it's a very structured card. So this is telling me that you need to follow things as they are by the book. What would be an example? So a good example would be like if you've been dating, so-and-so, and he's into things that are a little shady, and you know that this person is not going in the right direction. but you love them and you want to be with them, and you know you're going to stand by your man, eventually that's going to catch up with you and get you in trouble. So why not, you know, and you know that you should, you know, just not be with this person and take another direction. And in doing that, you end up finding the love of your life, who was 100 times better than this guy right now, you know, just because he's good looking or whatever, or has a nice car, whatever it is, or that job that you think that was so awesome, but there's some kind of shady thing going on to where, you know that you may possibly get in trouble for that, whatnot. Follow things by the book, get out of there. And something else will come that's better for you and that's actually meant to be for you. And so I picked your spirit card, your animal guide for this month of September, and it came to Eagle Spirit. Spirit has your back. So eagles are very territorial, and they are, but there's something regal about them. And so Spirit is saying, I have your back. You may be going through something, or you may not be seeing clearly, but they're pointing out to you that, hey, it's time to wake up and pay attention, because you need that right now. So so let's see what else. Let me see if I can get anything else as far as the spirit guide. Okay, I love Eagle. Eagle is one of my spirit guides, and I think they're just such beautiful, beautiful and powerful animals. So I picked up the book that accompanies this card deck, and I'm looking for more information to tell you guys. So the oracle message is, think of the eagles flying high above the other birds, soaring on the wind. Eagle Spirit has appeared to ask whether you're willing to soar to new heights, even if that means solitude for a short while. So all the wisdom in the world is available to you now, but if you just need to stop and take that moment and just look within, and Spirit does have your back, and they will point you in the right direction. So just take that for what it is, and hopefully, you know, you will listen and everything will be all right. So, okay. So I picked these chakra love cards, and this one says confidence. No one will believe in you if you don't believe in yourself. Be your own cheerleader. Okay. So yeah, these are all talking about you believing in yourself and you taking a step back. You've got the goods, and you know what you want, and you know how to get there. So why are you putting roadblocks, you know, in front of yourself when you don't really have to do that? So have confidence in yourself, know who you are, know what you want, know what a beautiful, regal human being you are, and that you are powerful and you do matter, and you don't need to put up with anybody else's crap. Anyway, pile number 2, I hope this resonated with you, and thank you, and please let me know in the comments below what you thought of my reading. And finally, if you picked group number 3, that is the pink or the red scrub mommy, and I am going to put that aside, and we're going to pick out the tarot, which is the Housewives Tarot, which is really, really cute. I thought it was so cute. Okay, so we have the moon. We have Hermit. Let me push these up more. And we have the 3 of Wands. Okay. Oh, wow. So this means that you're like really going through some sort of spiritual awakening, perhaps, or just you're going through a lot of soul searching, something really, really deep. How cool. So the moon talks about, you know, following your instincts, your dreams. You are, you know, sometimes when we dream at night, Spirit comes to us and gives us a lot of advice or tells us something, but take that time at night to learn from what your dreams are. Write your dreams down when you first wake up. That's something that I love to do, is I keep a journal by my nightstand, and then in the morning when I wake up, I write down your dreams. So pay attention to your dreams. Let's see, what else do I see? pay attention to your dreams that you're having, because spirit may be talking to you in them. Right now, you may feel like you want to, okay, I keep hearing this song. I want to scrub that man right out of my hair. Okay, so this talks about being in solitude and just kind of taking a step back and trying to find yourself, working on yourself. Maybe it's been really hectic with all of this COVID-19 going on, and you're just taking a step back. You kind of don't want to be around anybody or don't really feel like doing anything. So don't. This is just telling you that you are doing the right thing, and there's nothing wrong with wanting to be alone or taking time out for yourself or seeking those answers through spirituality. Right now is the time to pamper yourself this September, and just to take the time out for you, because it always seems like we are running around and never take that time out to just kind of sit back and breathe out and just take that deep breath. And the Three of Wands is talking about somebody who's cleaning out something. They are meticulous about cleaning. They've scrubbed everything. You know, when you have those days where you do your, not spring cleaning, but the deep cleaning, where you sweep, you mop, you polish everything, you take out your silver and you polish it. Excuse me. And then when you're done, you have that satisfaction, that content, like, man, I did a lot, and look at this place. Look at it sparkle and shine. So taking pride in you cleaning out whatever it is that needs to be cleaned out, whether it's your soul, whether it's you working on yourself or trying to get to that goal, weight or something, or starting a new business venture. Ooh, I'm getting a lot of that. So maybe that's why you're in solitude. You're trying to figure out what it is that you're going to do next. But once you get that started, oh my goodness, you can just take a step back and just look in awe of yourself and be like, man, I did that. So that's wonderful. Let me know what resonated with you. I'm really curious to see how this goes, because this is talking about a lot of inspiration, a lot of dreaming, and then coming to fruition for you. So that's awesome. So now we have the star. It says, look to the future with hope and optimism, the power of faith to move mountains, happy changes that bring relief from challenging times. So maybe that's what it is, and that's what entails here, that you've been having a real hard time this last month or these last few months. We've all been going through it, with all of this COVID and hurricanes and fires and stuff and whatnot. So it's saying to look toward this future, this coming month, for hope and optimism, because having that faith that, there is something more, there is something better. It's just so strong and so powerful, and you can manifest that change. So if things have not been going your way, or you've been kind of stagnant, or you've been unsure, uncertain about something, just know that always having hope, and you may not necessarily have the answer yet, but it will come to you. And these challenging times that you're going through are not for nothing. You will have an answer soon. So I love these cards, and actually I only picked one, but for you, group 3, you actually had a couple that fell out in a couple of card piles. So this one says, we are all mad here. Everyone is a little different. And the other one is, we belong to our own dream. Create your own life. So we're all a little bit mad here. So maybe something that seems a little bit crazy and a little bit like far of reach is maybe not that crazy. It's those of us that are a little odd. Haha, I myself, I'm a little strange, but I embrace that. I embrace that, what do you call it? I call it, like, I embrace that dorkiness, that nerd, whatever you want to call it. I embrace it because it's what makes me me. And sometimes people look at me like, what is she doing? But I don't care. all that matters is that I'm not hurting anybody, or that I'm not, doing anything that's going to hurt me. And in the end, hey, there's something to be said about, going out on a limb and doing something that you normally would feel embarrassed about. Who cares? Who cares if you're dancing and everyone's watching and you're not the best dancer? I do it anyway, just because it feels good. And so belong to your own dream, create your own life. So again, these two match here together. So this coincides with this one talking about, just be your own self and do what you need to do, and take that time to belong to your own dream, and bring that to fruition if that's something that you really want for yourself, or that's something that's going to make you happy, like a business. I don't know why for you guys, I'm getting a lot more business venture than relationship. The last two were more of a relationship, but I don't know, maybe that's what this is saying, to clean house or to clean up whatever it is that you've made, or mistakes that you made in the past or whatnot. Just take that time for yourself and just kind of figure it out, and just have faith that this is not everything. This is not the end. This is not all there is, that there is more to you, and there is more to come for you. So let's see here. We have move boldly into a golden future. It says, trust in the Lord with all your heart. Seek his will in all you do, and he will show you which path to take. So if you are unsure of what to do or what path to take, well, here it is. It says, move boldly into a golden future. And again, it tells you to trust in spirit, trust in the Lord, trust in God, seek his will, have faith, keep dreaming, and hold on to that, and just know that it will happen if you believe in something enough and you work hard. But don't just sit there and say, oh, I wish, this is my dream, and then you're not doing anything about it. You yourself, God gave us all, our spirit gave us all free will here on earth. So we are our own makers. We are our own creators of our own destiny. Spirit just hands us the instruments, and then we do what we need to do with them to get there. So that's what that cards mean. Just have faith and trust in yourself, trust in your heart. Tune into your heart, follow your heart's desire, so that you can get to where you want to be and move into that golden future. This next card is a beautiful card. It talks about knowledge. Seek knowledge. And you have the angel again. The book that she's reading is lighting up her chakra, because she's gaining that knowledge. It's giving her the wisdom that she needs in order to make a better future for herself, to make better decisions, for a better outcome for herself. Again, that's something that we all need. Seek knowledge. Don't just follow whatever somebody says just because they say it. Realize why is that the way it is, or is that not working for me? Maybe I should try something different. And belong to your own dream. We're all mad here. Again, that talks about just seek the truth, seek the knowledge, seek what you need to make it truth for you. Okay, another thing this talks about mending. This card is really another beautiful card. But what it talks about is mending, healing, taking time out to heal from things, making up with somebody, making up with yourself. Have you not been very good to yourself, or have you been very hard on yourself because you feel like you're a little different than everyone? Well, everybody's different, and that's what makes you. So heal yourself and accept yourself for who you really are, and just know that once you do that, you will find your tribe. You will find your soul tribe. You will find your friends. You will find your soulmate. Everything else will fall into place. And the beautiful thing about that is that once you heal what it is that you need healing, or you accept who you are, And this is a really good theme here. I'm really getting the sense that you are really wanting to learn more about yourself and just get clarity for yourself. So that's the theme that I'm getting from this. And just heal who you are. Stop being so judgmental. Stop being so hard on yourself. And just know that that once you forgive, make amends, or just stop fighting your own self. It just seems like it's and then you will, once you release that, then all of this other positive stuff will come in because you'll have set yourself free. So maybe you've had a heartbreak, maybe you just are getting over a breakup and you keep thinking about, oh my goodness, what could I have done? I could have done different so that they would have stayed. Well, no, this was something that you were supposed to go through so that at the end you come out a lot stronger, and you will come out knowing who you are and what you're willing to put up with and what you're willing not to put up with. And then again, I went here and I picked spirit animals and what guides you will have for the month of September, and not just one popped out because I've been picking one for the other ones, but two popped out for you. So you have frog spirit, clear out the clutter. So you want more of a confirmation? There it is. Clear out your clutter. And peacock spirit, let it shine. We are all a little bit mad here. So tune into yourself and let that peacock shine. Let that spirit shine. You are your own. Sometimes we can be our own worst enemy, and we are all beautiful inside and out. As long as we are living our true self. So take that time to revert back into yourself and figure out what it is that you want, what it is that makes you happy, so that you can tap into yourself and know the type of person that you are, and that you are beautiful, and you are this spiritual goddess who knows what she wants and can manifest anything that he or she wants. So that's that reading. And then lastly, I like to pick these chakra love cards, which are these cards that bring little positive messages. So this one is talking about grounding yourselves. Sink your roots deep. Connect them to the heart of the earth. So if a lot of you don't know what grounding is, grounding is when you connect your energy into the earth, into the root of the earth. So how you do that is on your tailbone, around your tailbone, you have this chakra called the root chakra. And you can imagine like a line, like a fishing line, or the root of a tree, just something, or an anchor, just something like that, growing out of your root chakra, your tailbone, and going into the earth and connecting with Mother Earth. And when you're grounded like that, you have this perception of the world that's so clear. And you know exactly what it is that you need to do, even if you really are not sure. If you practice this grounding, you have this, just this clarity of knowing, and you'll connect with spirit, and you'll tune into the earth's energy, into spirit's energy, and whatnot. So I'm thinking like you guys are really doing a lot of soul searching. Maybe you're trying to tune into your spirituality, and how beautiful is that? So thank you so much, Group 3, for this reading. I hope this resonated with you. Please let me know at the comment section what's been going on. I love to hear feedback, and I hope you liked this month's reading, and I will see you again soon.